Hi guys, this is Tim from Sports Going World HD and I'm bringing another episode of our Gloucester City Blue Square North to the Premiership Challenge Series. We are now in our second season of this series in the Blue Square Brett Premier now, of course, after winning the Blue Square North last season so convincingly. We've just finished the January transfer window and I've got to recap a couple of signings that we made. I don't think we made them in the January window. We didn't, in fact, I can tell you. We made them just after I made the last episode. So, got to look at those, and obviously we've got to recap the league fixtures and obviously all the various cup fixture results and how we got on. First of all, we'll look at the transfers I made just after my last episode. We brought in this guy, Richie Barrelet. I don't know how you say that, it's French, but he's a striker. I bought him for his strength 3 stats again, just finishing 13, composure 13, fairly quick, with 11 pace, 13 acceleration, which is the important one, 13 jumping, so we can get his heading up a little bit better. He'll become a really good all-round striker. He scored 4 goals, as you can see, from 4 starts, 7 bench appearances, so 11 appearances in total. And he's got 1 assist, 3 man of the matches, which is very impressive, 6.9 rating, so he's done really well. This next guy, I apologise, I'm not going to be able to say his name, I doubt. Oseu? I think that's how you say it, but don't quote me on that. 11 finishing, again, but what I really bought him for, as with many of the other players in my squad, is his pace. 14 acceleration, 13 agility, 11 balance, which is pretty good. 14 natural finish, obviously, as I've said before, means he can keep going, and 14 pace, and this happens every episode. 15 strength, who's also very strong, which means he's not going to get pushed off the ball very easily. He's done okay, 6 bench appearances, 3 goals, again, so a goal every other bench appearance, 7.13 rating, so done very nicely indeed. With regards to our results in the Blue Square Bet Premier, after last episode I played against Histon and beat them 3-1. We then went on to lose against Eastleigh and Lincoln, both 4-2, which was disappointing, but went on to beat Dagenham and Redbridge 3-0, which is obviously very impressive considering that they are a Blue Square... No, they're a League 2 team in real life, I believe. So that's very impressive. But then we went on to play Hereford, and we won that on 4-2. With the goals coming from William Ikong, Victor Zapata Casedo, and Sebastian Carroll. 11 shots, 5 shots on target, 55% possession, over 1,247 people turned up to the game, so that was obviously a very big crowd for us, and obviously, as you can see, Casedo got 2 goals, and that's really testament to how he's done this season, as I'll show you when I show you the player stats. He's just been a goal machine for us, so that will come to light later in this episode. We then played Gateshead and lost 2-1. In this game we were winning and then conceded 2 late goals, which was very disappointing. Obviously I was hoping we could go to Gateshead and get a win. They are a Blue Square Premier team in real life, so to go there and get an away win would have been really good for confidence, but it wasn't to be, so we moved on to play against Stockport away from home and we bounced back and beat them 1-0. Then went away to Macclesfield and beat them 4-0. Now Macclesfield were a League 2 team just a couple of seasons ago, so this is a very good win for us to make. The goals came from Lamisha Masunda, who is our Belgium attacking midfielder. I'll come to show you how well he's done later in this episode. Victor Zapata Casedo got another 2 goals. Marlon Jackson, of course, what a legend for us, scored again. 12 shots, 5 on target, 51% possession. So beating Macclesfield away at their own ground at the Moss Rose was really good result for us. It just showed you how strong we are now in this league. Then following on from that, we went on to beat Dartford 6-1 at home. But went back to our own ground, Wadden Road, and beat them 6-1, so that was really convincing. They were terrible, to be honest. Then we responded to play Grimsby and beat them 3-0, beat Woking 3-1, drew with Cambridge 2-2, beat Hyde 6-1, Accrington Stanley 4-0, lost to Nuneaton 2-0, and then beat Wrexham 3-2, before then playing Mansfield at home, who we thrashed 6-1. Victor Zapata Casedo got 4 goals in the game. Sebastian Carroll got a goal and William Ikong got a goal as well. The William Ikong goal was just a rebound off a Victor Zapata Casedo free kick. So really he contributed to 5 of the goals. So a very good return from him. Over 1,000 people turned up to the game. 13 shots, 7 on target, 53% possession. Mansfield just couldn't cope with Casedo. He was just too much to handle, too hot to handle for them up front. We then went on to beat Newport County 3-0 at home before going off to Braintree to draw 1-1. Beat Barrow 3-0, then beat Forest Green 2-1 in a derby game, and Hayes and Yedding 1-0 away from home. The Hayes and Yedding game we scored in like the 90th minute, so it was a really satisfying win, because I was expecting to only take a point from that game, and that would obviously not be good because we wanted to take 3 points, as we do with every single game, of course. So to win so late on was always very sweet to take. As you can see from our FA Cup results, in the fourth qualifying round we beat Bath 4-0 in a derby game, which is always nice to beat your rivals. Then we played Oxford and drew 3-3 at their place. We had to come from behind in this game to take it to 3-3, and then obviously get the replay at our own ground, and we lost 2-0, but it was on TV, so we got increased revenue, and it wasn't such a disappointing performance considering that they are a League 2 team, and so to not lose by such a great margin is always really pleasing to have, and also to be able to score 3 goals at their own play at their place was also very positive for us to be able to achieve this. With regards to the trophy, we are currently the holders of the FA Trophy. We beat Truro City 2-0 in our first round game before losing 2-1 to Kettering away from home, which is obviously very disappointing considering we are, as I've said, the champions of this trophy. So it would have been really nice to get back-to-back wins of it, but it wasn't meant to be, and we lost 2-1. Going back to the league table now, after our league results so far, we are currently sitting second of the Blue Square Bet Premier, after playing 30 games, winning 20, drawing 3 games, losing 7, scoring 76 goals, which is the most in the league, and only conceding 36 with a goal difference of 40. We've got 63 points, a game in hand on Dagenham and Redbridge, who are top on 67, so we can get it down to 1 point deposit if we are successful in our next game, which is Histon. In the playoff, with regards to the playoffs, as you can see, we are 5 points in the playoffs, so it looks good at the moment, looking good to qualify for the playoffs, which obviously was my objective, is just get promotion at any cost at all. So we are currently on course to do that, and I believe the board are very pleased with our performances so far, as they should be. I mentioned I'd show you some player stats and how well our players have done, and I'll show you the overview because really that shows a better shot of it all to show you how well they've done with regards to compared to the other players in the league. Victor Zapata Caicedo is joint top goal scorer with Ryan Donaldson, who I believe was an ex-Newcastle player, on 18 goals. As you can see, we also have the most assists with Lameshia Masunda and Sebastian Carroll coming in on third on that list with 15 and 12 respectively. Average rating, Masunda is on there, Caicedo is on there, and Carroll are 3 key players, so they've all done really well. Masunda's also on the man of the match lists, and I believe our pass completion rate, we've got someone on 84%, which obviously means we are very close on that in the top 5. Obviously we can't make it on the list because it's only showing 3, but we are on there in terms of quite high up, so that's obviously very pleasing to have, and it just shows you that our squad, the reason we are so high in the league table is as a result of lots of players doing really well, not just the wealth of goals that Caicedo has scored. I won't run through all the key players because there are lots of them, but I'll show you Victor Zapata Caicedo, who's been best signing I've made this season, as you can tell. 27 games, 2 bench appearances, 18 goals, 9 assists, 4 man of the matches, with an average rating of 7.28. The guy has just been on fire. He's just too hot to handle, as I said earlier in the episode. Teams just can't cope with his speed and his finishing ability, I guess. He's just amazing player. The next superstar in our squad is Marlon Jackson, who has had to play out on the right wing a lot this season to accommodate Caicedo up front, and that's not halted his goal scoring ability at all. 29 games, 1 bench appearance, 13 goals, 7 assists, 3 man of the matches, average rating of 7.18. The guy has just adapted to his position on the wing with minimal fuss and just continued to score goals, as well as you can tell, setting them up for Caicedo to bang them in as well, which is obviously very pleasing to see. Lameshia Masunda, he's done incredible for us. Our Belgian attacking midfielder, 28 games, 14 goals, 1 penalty, 16 assists, 6 man of the matches, average rating of 7.59. The guy's just been incredible for us, both scoring goals and creating them. Just been our absolute Lionel Messi star player this season for us, and the biggest reason I would say behind Caicedo why we are so high up in the league table. The final player I'm going to show is Billy Tesopoulos, and seem to show him every episode because this guy is just an animal at the back. 34 games, 9 goals, 3 penalties, 1 assist, average rating of 7.19. The guy is still so young and still developing quite nicely, and he's just a key player at the heart of our defence, and it is showing because he can. And also, to be honest, I say at the heart of our defence, but he can play at left back, defensive midfield, or central midfield, and he can even, I believe, play just about the right back position as well. We're going to try and work on that to get him to become a green in that position as well, but he's done really well. Plays everywhere, just a key player for us in our squad now. But that brings us to the end of this episode, and I'll leave you on the league table. As you can see, we are sitting second at the table, as I recapped earlier. Leave a like for being so high up in the Blue Square Bet Premier after our first in our first season in this division ever. The club's never been this high. And I'll come back to you guys at the end of the season, hopefully bearing good news, whether or not we'll still be at Gloucester City or whether or not I'll jump ship to continue this as a journeyman save. I do not know yet. Obviously, we're still waiting for the right offer to come in from the right club, and then I'll review it and see if I accept or not. But anyway, I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Leave a like if you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.